Back in the day, back in the day, there was this dude, and this was back in the day, properly back in the day, and the dude needed to schlep across the Shetlands, and he packed some grain and a hunk of bread, and he trekked across the country, and he travelled through hills and dales, and later in the evening, he was tired, knackered, battered, and he was walking through this meadow, and then up in the distance, he just saw this horse, just grazing, noshing on the grass. And it was really peaceful. And it walked about, munching. And it came over to him, munching. And just started munching next to him. And it didn't show any fear or anything. It didn't really mind him. So he thought, you know what, I'll take the weight off my feet and travel on this horse. So he put one foot over and got on. And off he went. And they were travelling around, and everything was going okay. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the horse just went wild. It went crazy. It galloped off. And the bloke was clinging onto the horse like a madman. And it was galloping, and his brains were being smashed about, and it was heading for the nearest loch. And before he could even clock what was happening, it jumped, and then bam! They crashed into the loch and went under. And he was never seen again. Icy, crappy death. Froze, drowned, lungs filled with the coldest water you could imagine. This is a story told to me round a campfire one evening back in the fairly recent long ago. You see, it wasn't a horse at all. It was a nyuggle, and a nyuggle is a creature that appears to lull and trick unsuspecting, weary travellers. And when they're on, and the horse decides to switch, it heads straight for the nearest loch and drowns them. Okay, here's my problem with the story. I've been to the Shetlands, okay, twice. And the only thing I've seen resembling a horse is a Shetland pony. They're about 2 foot high, and most of them look like Tina Turner. Even if you did happen to get on one of these things, and it started off on a mental, I'm sure you could deal with it admirably. Even if after the initial panic of the pony suddenly trotting a little faster, you'd suddenly realise you can quite comfortably hop off and watch the pony trot into a puddle. And if you're soft enough to sit on a pony whilst it slowly walks into a loch, then to be quite honest, you deserve to drown. And that's my documentation of the story of the nyuggle, as told to me by a dude round a campfire in a barn full of sheep poo.